Hi, everybody. I wanted to come today and talk about altars. I promised that I would talk about it last week, so that's what I'm going to speak about. First, I want to talk about child altars, and then I'm going to speak a little bit about altar formation. Um, Child altars are literally parts of myself who, when I was a child, did not coalesce into a single person, single personality, however you want to put it. So like the children are when I was let's see, the earliest I can remember, when I was 3, going on 4, um, the trauma was ongoing. Of course, it started when I was born, but at the age of 3, I think that's when I formed my first um, whole altar, where she has um, a personality, she has her thoughts and feelings and emotions, but of course those are all my emotions, that is me. That altar's name is Mary Ellen. That's a very sweet part of myself. She's one of my favorites. Uh, anyway, um, I'll tell you a funny story about Mary Ellen. When I first began therapy, I was probably 2 years into it. Um, I went to a picnic with friends from adult children of alcoholics, and we went to this person's house, one of the members, and uh, my friend Gail drove me there. And not all the members of the ACOA group I belong to know or knew about my DID. So anyway, we got there to the house, and I opened the door to the car to get out, and this little 4-year-old girl comes up to me and she says, "Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm 4 years old. Do you want to play?" Well, 2 hours later, I'm sitting on the deck, um, and there's a hamburger in front of me, and I have sand everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And I'm like, "Gail, uh, what happened?" "So don't worry about it." She says, "Your little 3-year-old came out, played with Mary Ellen in the sandbox for a couple hours, and everything's fine." And I'm like, "Oh, man." But I had sand in my bra and my underwear. Yeah, because I've really been playing hard in that sand. And poor little Elizabeth, she came up to me while I was eating my hamburger the adult self, and she says, "Oh, where's my friend? I want my friend." I said, "I'm sorry, your friend went home." Um, uh, I mean, it was hard to explain to a 4-year-old, but she was really disappointed that Mary Ellen had left. But anyway, so for all intents and purposes, Mary Ellen is only 3 years old. Um, she does not understand anything adult. She's 3. This is something that I'm really adamant about when I teach officers, for the police officers. I do crisis intervention training with a local NAMI affiliate. And that's one of the things I always tell them. If you run across someone, and it would be rare, because we tend to protect our children, right? Our child elders. It would be very rare. But if you come across someone who is dissociated into a child altar, do not leave them. They are 3. They are 5. They will not be capable of taking care of themselves, and they will get hurt. That always impresses them because they don't never thought about it that way. But it's not an adult behaving like a 3-year-old, even though it looks that way. I am, when Mary Ellen is in control, a 3-year-old. Now she is me and I am her. I'm totally in agreement with that. But, it doesn't look that way, and it doesn't feel that way, so it's important to get that point across. But child alters they're just a part of ourselves that never grew up, kind of like Peter Pan, right? Hang on, just I gotta plug my computer in. Anyway, they've gotten stuck in trauma time. They live in what was happening back then, and sometimes they come forward and they're like, where am I? What's going on? Why do things look different? And there's a lot of fear there. I don't fear my alters. When I first got in therapy, yes, I did. I resented them. I feared them. I actually hated them, in some degree. But I now know that they're all just parts of me, and that they did so much for me. I mean, my inner selves. protected and saved me from imminent insanity and possibly death. So, yeah, I respect them and love them. And you know, when you respect and love your altars, who are you respecting and loving? Yourself, of course. And that's really, really vital if you want to get live a healthier life with DID. Although DID will never go, excuse me, although DID will never go away, it will never totally disappear. Why not love yourselves, you know, and be cooperative. That's the way. If you want cooperation from your altars, love them, respect them, give them dignity. The things they didn't get when they were a kid, when you were a kid, when they were formed, you know? I mean, that is a great way to begin down the road of healing. Um, if you want cooperation, if you want coexistence, if you want co-awareness, start by loving yourself, loving your altars. I guess this video is running a little long now, so um, I will say a few things about altar formation, but then I'll have to do that in the next video. Altar formation. There are a lot of theories, and they all work together. If you ask me, they're not just separate thoughts on the same subject. They're the same subject on different aspects. There's the attachment theory, where you don't form secure attachments. You have disorganized attachment with your caregivers, and that makes you vulnerable later in life to not being able to form relationships and all kinds of things. That's part of the equation. Another part of the equation is called structural dissociative theory, and that one makes total sense. I'll have to go into that much further in a later video, but I'll give you a couple of links in the below, the comment section, to kind of follow, and I'll get into that in a later video. There's also, let's see. There's a social cognitive theory. There's all kinds of theories out there, and they seem to be competing, but that doesn't make sense to me because they're different aspects of the same subject. They all work together. It's not just one thing. I mean, it's all trauma related, of course, and it doesn't make sense to me to try to compete when they all are talking about the same stupid thing. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. Kind of talking about child alters and who they are. They are you when you're a little girl or a little boy. They are not. They are not strangers. They are not beings that just. They're not demons or beings. They are you when you were little, and they deserve respect. They deserve respect, dignity, and love. Thanks for watching these videos. I really appreciate it. Check out the comment section, and remember to leave me comments and to like my video. You can also say you don't like it too. I mean, that's your prerogative, okay? And I will talk to you next time. Thank you. Bye.